1 to 100. Numbers: ZERO, 0, ONE, 1, TWO, 2, THREE, 3, FOUR, 4, FIVE, 5, SIX, 6, SEVEN, 7, EIGHT, 8, NINE, 9, TEN, 10, ELEVEN, 11, TWELVE, 12, THIRTEN, 13, FOURTEEN, 14, FIFTEEN, 15, SIXTEEN, 16, SEVENTEEN, 17, EIGHTEEN, 18, NINETEEN, 19, TWENTY, 20, TWENTYONE, 21, TWENTY TWO, 22, TWENTY THREE, 23, TWENTY FOUR, 24, TWENTY FIVE, 25, TWENTY SIX, 26, TWENTY SEVEN, 27, TWENTY EIGHT, 28, TWENTY NINE, 29, THIRTY 30, THIRTYONE 31, THIRTY TWO 32, THIRTY THREE 33, THIRTY FOUR 34, THIRTY FIVE 35, THIRTY SIX 36, THIRTY SEVEN 37, THIRTY EIGHT 38, THIRTY NINE 39, FORTY 40, FORTY ONE 41, FORTY TWO 42, FORTY THREE 43, FORTY FOUR 44, FORTY FIVE 45, FORTY SIX 46, FORTY SEVEN 47, FORTYEIGHT 48, FORTYNINE 49, FIFTY 50, FIFTYONE 51, FIFTYTWO 52, FIFTYTHREE 53, FIFTY FOUR 54, FIFTY FIVE 55, FIFTY SIX 56, FIFTY SEVEN 57, FIFTY EIGHT 58, FIFTY NINE 59, SIXTY 60, SIXTYONE 61, SIXTYTWO 62, SIXTYTHREE 63, SIXTY FOUR 64, SIXTY FIVE 65, SIXTY SIX 66, SIXTY SEVEN 67, SIXTY EIGHT 68, SIXTY NINE 69, SEVENTY 70, SEVENTY ONE 71, SEVENTY TWO 72, SEVENTY THREE 73, SEVENTY FOUR 74, SEVENTY FIVE 75, SEVENTY SIX 76, SEVENTY SEVEN 77, SEVENTY EIGHT 78, SEVENTY NINE 79, EIGHTY 80, EIGHTY ONE 81, EIGHTY TWO 82, EIGHTY THREE 83, EIGHTY FOUR 84, EIGHTY FIVE 85, EIGHTY SIX 86, EIGHTY SEVEN 87, EIGHTY EIGHT 88, EIGHTY NINE 89, NINETY 90, NINETY ONE 91, NINETY TWO 92, NINETY THREE 93, Network 94, NINETYFIVE 95, NINETYSIX 96, NINETYSEVEN 97, NINETYEIGHT 98, NINETYNINE 99, ONEHUNDRED 100. Let's learn the fruits. Apple, banana, cherry,